What is going on, YouTube world? Welcome to the Conquistadork channel. I am your Conquistadork Javier. We got Mr. D-Heid in the building. What's going on, Mr. D-Heid?
Not a whole lot. Just happy to be first on Conquistadork channel and first inaugural episode of Oprah Boys Book Club.
That's right. Boom, 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 boom. We got the final going. That's right. Yeah. Get hyped because we are doing a preview of Oprah Boys Book Club, and we got some tasty covers coming at you. Some good readings that were going on in the past, and we're glad to be digging those up, resurfacing some good books, some good reads in the past, and just like exploring that, exploring comics, because that's what we love to do. Read, talk about comics. That's what it's about. Embracing these heroes.
But everybody needs their heroes.
Everybody needs their heroes. That's right. I've been on a singing binge, so if you catch me singing, that's part of the show.
Oh yeah.
We also have some collections showing off that we're going to be doing. Nothing specific, just random books, some random. I don't even know if there's some keys in here, but some cool stuff. We're definitely going to be exploring some cool stuff.
Yeah, I pulled some random stuff myself. Nothing as random as a big box of random stuff like that. But I pulled some important stuff and some stuff I was given that I forgot I had, that I haven't even begun to crack into.
Nice. All right, so let me just kick this off, guys. Oprah Boys Book Club is a session of homies getting together and talking about, reviewing, digging deep into these books. We're going to be studying some Marvel books, some DC books, some indie books, but we're going to be starting off with Welcome Back, Frank, the Punisher series. We're going to go...
Welcome back.
Nice. I got my little notes right here, guys. We're going to go deep into the minds and the psyche of the great creative team of artist Steve Dillon and writer Garth Ennis. It's a 12-issue limited series by Marvel. It was published under the Marvel Knights imprint in 2000 and continued into March 2001 during a pivotal time during American history.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to be exploring some deep social commentary and how this collaboration of this creative team continued the Punisher's kick-ass legacy of fighting against crime and killing the bad guys.
Yeah,
because that is what it's about. Stay tuned for the first segment of Oprah Boys Book Club. We're going to be talking about Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon's Welcome Back, Frank. Thank you. And without further ado, Mr. D-Heid, I believe you have some lovely and expressive Punisher haikus.
Yes, that's right, I do. Because oh yeah, I'll get into them because I have a show on my own channel about Frank Castle and the Punisher because I love it so much, and Welcome Back Frank's important to me because that was like, I remember this being like the first thing I read in middle school, like cross-legged on a Barnes & Noble floor, like just stumbled upon it randomly, and Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon have become like everything they've done I've loved since then without even knowing it was them for a little bit, and this is an important book to me, and Frank Castle and Punisher is an important character to me, so yes, I have written about 10 haikus. I forgot I written this many.
That is awesome.
I wrote a lot more haikus than I meant to.
No, that is actually really, really great.
All right, so you want me to rattle off all 10?
Oh, and I mean, you can do your favorites. You can do all 10. I mean, they're just haikus.
I haven't read these. So the last time I read them was the couple I read to you 5 minutes ago.
They're just haikus, so.
All right, that's true. All right, so let's go. Number 1. Frank Castle is home, back home with his family. Let's go to the park. That's a messed up one.
Wow, yo,
Yeah.
no, this is literary gold. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Haikus are. I feel comfortable in the haiku form. A picnic in the park. Casualties of a gang war. The Punisher is born.
Wow.
Although a nuisance, Daredevil and Spider-Man, Frank will not kill them. All right. And now this one ties into Welcome Back, Frank, and because the character Ma Nucci is very important in that series. So Ma Nucci's enraged. Bring me Castle's effing head. I'm not sure if cursing is. I'm not sure if that's something we're doing.
Oh, you can curse. Please
All right.
curse.
Let's start. Okay. Ma Nucci's enraged. Bring me Castle's fucking head. Henchmen are nervous. 3 days in his van. Castle is tracking Jigsaw. Target is in sight. All right. And Fisk is the kingpin. Frank is never fooled by the legit businessman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that one was a stretch. Again, I don't take responsibilities for these because this was made from 2 years ago. But it's still me. So I guess I take full responsibility.
They're good.
Run towards enemy. Vinny's expression turns grim. The crack house explodes.
I like that one.
Yeah. Summoned by Nick Fury, Frank is to go overseas. Stop a dictator.
Awesome.
Castle is dying, stitches himself up, eats pills. His war is not over.
Deep.
And now number 10. The death count too high. Punisher has killed thousands. The war never ends.
Super deep, and that is what Punisher is all about. And you know what?
Is.
I should have been doing this while you were reading off those haikus. As I try not to break these headphones. Let me
Right.
see if I can do this real quick. So Punisher is your hero.
Yeah, I get. Well, I wouldn't even call him a hero. He's a force of nature, like a hurricane, as many people have said in comics and stuff. He's more than a human. He's more than a monster. He's more than a hero or a villain. He's just like a hurricane that will happen.
Do you think he has like some sort of like he dies, he gets more powerful type of thing?
No, like it's been explored in many things that he is just a man who dies, and when he dies, he's done. Like at the Marvel Max series that Jason Aaron did, which was a continuation of what Ennis would have started, and using the same characters and ended that Frank Castle that Garth Ennis would have built in that universe. And yeah, no, it's incredible. It becomes Old Man Frank pretty much. He's like on the last leg of his journey, like going after the Kingpin, and it's awesome. Highly recommended. And it's
Jason
a perfect
Aaron?
end to it. Yeah, Jason Aaron and Steve Dillon.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a whole run, like a big 20-something issue run of Marvel Max. Like, I can't remember. I know they did it for a while, and then it went on hiatus, and then it came back strong, and it's a perfect continuation to the Ennis stuff. Like, it just feels the same way. And Steve Dillon doesn't hurt anything ever.
All
To
right.
have him.
Here we go, boys and girls. Oprah
Oh,
Boys Book Club
for boys.
inauguration.
And now he will like, bam! I wish I had a thing of champagne to crack on my computer.
Issue number 1.
Yeah, these are beautiful Tim Bradstreet covers for this whole series.
Tim Bradstreet.
Yeah, he does those realistic.
Just yeah, real.
He does very realistic realism covers and stuff.
You know when
And it's all.
you know when there's a skull on the cover, it's always a nice cover.
Oh yeah, always. And if you're reading a Punisher thing, I'd be shocked if there wasn't at least one skull on the cover.
And this is the cover to the hardcover as well, right?
Yes, it is. It's the same exact one because it's just such a perfect. It's perfect. It encapsulates everything it needs to be.
We got the Marvel Knights imprint.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ennis, Dylan, and Palmiotti on the cover. I believe he was the anchor.
Yeah, it was. And no, it's so good. And this is this takes place because in Marvel Knights before this, I believe it was Christopher Golden who wrote chunk of it. And if I'm not mistaken, Christopher Golden also co-wrote the Strain with Guillermo del Toro. Hold on, no, different person. I think.
Okay.
Hold on. He did something with Guillermo del Toro. That's a fact. Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he's done a few books with Guillermo del Toro.
Here's issue number 2.
Ooh, that's nice. But yeah, and that series, Punisher would have been killed and became like an angel of vengeance. Oh man, that's an awesome one. That's awesome. Oh yeah, and in this book, in that issue, there's a seminal.
Daredevil.
Yeah, there's one of the best moments ever. They actually used something from this book, from this issue, verbatim, in the Daredevil show. Punisher was introduced. One of the cooler things.
Daredevil Punisher action. It looks like there's a skull on that's theme on all these covers.
Oh yeah, because again, it's the Punisher. Like there's gonna be plenty of skulls everywhere, and if not on his chest and in the logo. Yeah, these are all skull themed. You're right. These are all heavily skull, like almost like he's doing a metal solo career.
Really like this one. Nice little black and white action.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
These are in nice condition.
Yeah, no, I was about to say those look pristine, man.
Yeah, I just bought this lot.
Hell yeah. That's like the best look I've ever seen. Oh, that's sweet.
Just let them know. Sorry, got the boys. Got the boys in the club. The Oprah Boys Book Club. You know how it is, man.
Yeah, boys in the club.
Hey man, how are you? What's going on, buddy?
Let me,
boys in the club. Oh, you're muted, Javi. Javi, you're muted.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
You got the boys in the club, you know.
Oh yeah, boys in the club. Gotta be muted.
Really nice cover right there.
Oh wow, that's a nice one. And hanging out in the ribcage.
You know what our characters are? You're also a paladin.
Oh man, these are so nice. Wow, yeah, these are very good. I'm not sure if you know you're muted again.
Yeah, just trying to make sure everything is like.
Cool. I don't know if you know you are. That's the only thing.
Well, I can mute, you know. I'm muted, so I can unmute it. I have the control.
Yeah, no, all right. I didn't know if you're doing whatever. Nice cover.
Let me know if it's enough.
That is a nice one. I love brick wall. Anything with Punisher in front of brick wall is super fire.
The veiny arms.
Mm-hmm.
If you come over to your hometown, like you chose.
And issue number 12.
Yeah.
Limited series. So, I believe it started in April 2000 and it ran until March 2001.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking about some Punisher, some good old Punisher goodies, some goodness. We'll probably break it down into different segments. We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, we could break it down in a few segments. It's 12 issues, so we could break it up into a couple issues each.
Yeah. And that's going to be first episode coming up of Oprah Boys Book Club.
Oprah Boys! Speak!
Talking about Punisher. Welcome back, Frank.
Yeah, no, I
So,
can't wait to
Get
really
it out, get your trade paperback, read it, and then join us.
dust it off, go buy it from someone, do what you got to do. You got to get it. You got to read it with us. If you don't got to read it with us, you got to read it. One of my favorite things ever.
Do you have anything you want to show off?
Yeah. Let me just.
This is our obscure collection.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab. First, I'm gonna go through.
A handful of things that I have bought.
I believe you can tell you can tell a lot about somebody by what they buy and what they put in their collection. You know,
Yeah,
and
no, I know.
I guess what they're gifted to. That also counts. I forgot I was presenting to everybody. Let me turn that off.
All right.
Okay.
I'll put some.
Yeah. You can judge a lot by somebody, which is why I sold all of my crossed comic books that I had.
Crossed.
Yeah, crossed, because I had a big collection that just I was subscribed to one of the series, and after a while, just so long, and it's like, oh, I can't have this in my collection, not this many. So I sold off a big chunk of them, if not most of them. That's a nice cover.
This is an awesome cover from the 90s, I believe.
Ooh, the seduction of an X-Man.
People love this. People love this Jim Lee X-Men stuff.
Oh yeah, it just feels 90s in the bones.
No,
yeah.
movies.
Ooh, nice. I pulled up some stuff that I've been meaning to read that I bought that I kind of forgot I bought. That's nice. I got Amy Race Car by David Lapham up here.
Nice.
Yeah. It's David Lapham thing. It bleeds into, I always forget what his book's called, Stray Bullets, but it's like a weird side thing. And this is Ghost Fleet by Donny Cates, which was a graphic novel I picked up on the random, but I still haven't read. Yeah, it's like some weird, like Big Trouble Little China feeling thing, like to the point where, if I'm not mistaken, there's a special thanks to somebody really hilarious in here. And it just made me love Donny Cates so much more.
Omega Red action right here.
The Ghost Fleet is, that's awesome. Is dedicated to, not sure if you'll be able to see it, dedicated to Kurt Russell.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, because it very much feels like a Kurt Russell, John Carpenter like movie thing. It's crazy.
That's really cool.
Picked up a Hellblazer by Garth Ennis, Steve Dillon, and a bunch of people, like a big, meaty volume. And it's, yeah, Ennis's Hellblazer run. And Hellblazer is probably my, Constantine's probably my second favorite character.
Hellblazer's cool. I got this X-Men Gold second print.
Oh, awesome.
It's not the first print, but this supposedly got, like, banned or something.
Yeah, because it had some, like, hidden like, some crazy things in there.
Dude, X-Men Dracula, what?
That's awesome. Mutants versus Monsters. That's a good metal band name.
What?
Mutants versus Monsters. That's awesome.
That's dope. Let's see.
Oh yeah, another thing I forgot that I have to read is Ed Brubaker's and Warren Please's Dead Enders. Just this giant thing. Dead Enders.
Dead Enders, Ed Brubaker.
Yeah, it's like a Vertigo thing he did, and I read like the first couple issues, and it's a really crazy thing, like some weird futuristic London town thing.
That's good. Did you ever read these?
But the Phoenix and some, yeah, I did read it as it came out. That's the Rosenberg stuff, or
Greg Pak?
No, I don't know if I did read that. Actually,
it's actually really good. It's one of my favorite X-Men little miniseries. It's 5 issues.
When did it come out?
2000 something. I don't know.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think this is after the movie came out. X-Men 3. I think it's after. I don't know. It might be before. But what I really like about it, spoilers. We get a nice real
The game's called Risk.
Wolverine digging his closet to Jean.
It's really bad.
It's like really emotional moment. It's cool.
One comic I pulled out, and this is just one of my favorite covers ever of all fucking time, man. This Daredevil.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite covers of all time. Here we go.
That
Like,
is
it's a Mark Waid. Yeah, I just remember when this came out, and I was like dumbstruck with how beautiful this is. I
that,
brought out another issue from this series. This series is filled with the best covers I've ever seen. But I love it.
is that a variant or is that the regular cover?
I believe this is the regular cover.
Yes, that's what happened. So
It doesn't say the creative team on it, which is crazy.
What's the number on the barcode? Does it say like, what's the issue number?
It's a direct edition.
What's the issue number?
Issue number 10.
Oh, so it should say 10-0.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It says 10-011.
Yeah, that's first print. Yeah.
Different effects.
Nice. That's dope.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing. It's like main cover. Like, it seems like a beautiful variant thing, you know? But it's not.
Yeah.
Another crazy thing I got.
We got some X-Force.
Oh yeah, I'm still presenting. You could turn me off from being. Oh, I can do it.
That's funny.
Hey,
Christian that one mentioned over.
You can do it.
I think I did. No.
We got some cool X-Force. Yeah, I was really big on X-Force, like the Layfield stuff. I have a huge X-Force
Well, I've
collection.
never really read too much X-Force. I got a Doom Patrol variant right here from the Gerard Ray's most recent run on Young Animal. And it's autographed by Gerard Way himself. It's autographed by Gerard Way, and I won
Nice.
I won this in a Twitter raffle.
Dope.
Just a cool thing.
Raffle.
Yeah. Anybody wants to buy it, we'll talk. But
The languages I speak are common and order.
So I know somebody who'd be jealous about this 90M the comics. Chad, I see you. I see you out there, bro.
oh yeah. Ooh, that's sweet looking.
Oh shit, he had it too. I forgot.
Damn.
I didn't even realize that I didn't.
I bought these when they were coming out. So I bought these for cover price.
That's Remender?
Yes, this is Remender. This is Young Avengers. These
Heinberg. Sorry.
Heinberg. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Remender to my old eyes. That's awesome.
Yeah, his hometown, his island is like sick.
And yeah, these kind of blew up a little bit. Like these kind of spiked up in price. Like a couple months ago. I don't know what the value of them are now. I'm not getting rid of. I mean, I don't think I'd get rid of them anytime soon. But I mean, like a number one director's cut. I don't know if this is worth anything, but this is kind of cool, right?
Yeah, no, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the series 5 Ronin?
No, is that a Marvel thing?
It's a Marvel thing. It was written by Peter Milligan, a guy who's done a bunch of comics. I can't think of anything besides like a Hellblazer run and a bunch of stuff for Vertigo. But yeah, 5 Ronin, it was a thing I got. And it's just like there's an issue for each different character they explain. Each of the 5 Ronin, I believe. And yeah, it's very crazy in samurai times. Like, here's the Wolverine cover right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah, I do have some of those.
Yeah, no, I bought it as they were coming out. And I got them all. It's such
Oh, man.
There's the Hulk.
I have the Wolverine one. I don't have any of the other ones.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, these are all great. This cover's one of the better ones. The Punisher one.
That's awesome. You know what? I remember buying the Wolverine one at a comic book shop in New York.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, like back in the Dukes, back in the day.
The Deadpool one.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, this should have been already, but there's a sign on one, which is
cool.
pretty nice. It's a nice cover.
Yeah.
Like, what is it on her? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's all crazy.
Maybe 60.
Oh,
Excellent
really?
live action.
3 more points from where you're
That's
at.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is like, oh, I haven't organized my collect. Like, this is like a random box that I just have.
Yeah, man. How much? Damn, man. That's awesome. That seems like that's a big one.
Yeah, that's true.
Because all wedding issues, it's always nice to have them, right?
Yeah. This is a manga style.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten it.
Manga style comic book. Well, I can't get the manga.
So yeah, that's
All right. Next thing I got is something that means to me, and these are beat up beyond belief because these again are some of the first comics I bought before I was just like, they're funny pages, and like some of these are bong water damaged and stuff throughout the years. Like, but this is again is one of the most important series to me. One of the first things I bought, like when Fury Max.
What?
Which came out in the year 2000, and it's by Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson, who later went on to do The Boys. And they have a Nick Fury Marvel Max. Like, take a look at that.
Wow.
Like, they have a Marvel Max thing that came out in 2000. It's a miniseries. It's apparently this miniseries, they were going to make a Nick Fury movie with George Clooney. And somehow this series got on George Clooney's people's laps, and they're like, "No, I'm not doing this." And yeah, it's insane. Like, I don't know who would have thought that's a good idea.
Which brings us back to Oprah Boys Book Club. Welcome back, Frank. That the movie, the 2004 one, was kind of inspired off of that run, right?
Yeah, in a way, there's like weird bits and parts clipped from it that I would not have like put in like a one-shot Punisher movie. Like, I don't want to get into anything because spoilers for everything that's going on. We'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it in the book, and I'll be like, this they kept this, and you'll be like, oh, that is weird. You'll know exactly what it is, and be like, oh, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Of all things. They keep, yeah, whatever. But here's the second issue for this Fury. The covers are amazing. I don't remember who does these.
You're a human.
Derek Robertson does it.
Nice.
And
You can tag
human in medieval times.
Yeah, take a look at this cover here, Javi. I think you'll enjoy this.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really nuts, and they just really go crazy with everything here. Here we go.
As a human.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, this next one's hilarious, and this one is the most beat up, and I think there's even still like a blunt wrap that got hit with bong water stuff to it right there. But yeah, it's a little Fury behind a big gun.
Colt 45, boys.
Yeah.
Fury.
Crusader.
Oh yeah, and they love giving them giant guns for some reason.
Crusaders travel.
Oh, what the?
Really? That's such. I love this so much.
Crusader. Okay. Crusader.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Okay, so Max explicit.
Explicit content. Yeah,
Inquisitors. Yes.
that's such a nice. Yeah, no, this is one of my favorite things in the world as well. It is brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. And I don't know who show that to
Yeah, I could.
your character. Like,
Hey,
the
man.
end, the climax is so brutal. Hold on.
The 2000s, we got like what, like the 2000s, we got like Fast and the Furious. We got like a lot of like action hits.
Yeah, but let me show you the stuff. This is the final fight is what really got Clune Dog not on board, I guess.
Yeah, they could change the ending, man.
Yeah, here we go.
What?
Okay, a trophy that I've taken from a fallen enemy. Oh, instead of
Take a look at that. He's like strangling him with his own innards.
See, I sent it to Bebop Cowboy.
Bebop Doc Cowboy.
Doc Cowboy.
That made Clune Dog go, no.
You think that's what made him go no? That specific
That's
scene.
the story.
So we got through all the issues. He got through 1 through 5, and then he got to the end of 6, and then he was like,
I don't
Wait
know,
a
man.
minute.
I guess somebody was just flipping through it real fast, but there's so much messed up stuff in there too. Like that's like
no, I
There's a
believe
lot.
Clooney read it. I believe
Yeah.
Clooney read it because Clooney was a voice in the South Park as
Yeah.
Ricky, and that justifies him as reading
He's 28. He's
Fury.
like 100 and something.
Okay.
You gave it to him.
It's logical.
Oh, you're gonna, yeah.
It just adds up, you know. And he probably wanted to do it. It's just he probably couldn't have, you know. It's probably just.
Episodes and stuff like that.
It seems like more of his people going, oh, let's do some research, because he was making star George Clooney at that point, trying to bounce back from Batman and Robin.
He probably didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it was really, yeah. He probably it was a lot of things, and like people say like, oh yeah, it's just so violent, and then people say at the end,
Vehicles out there besides wagons.
Paper Girls.
oh, that's awesome.
That's
There's
insane.
another one from that Daredevil series, one of my favorite covers of all time, to the point where I got it on a shirt when I saw it on sale at Forbidden Planet.
They'll have CP.
One of my
put that on
favorite
your shirt?
covers. Yeah, I have it.
Nice.
You would know how to handle a CP.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful cover.
Vehicle.
That is cool.
Daredevil swinging through a city of guns.
City of guns, city of guns, city of guns.
Swing through the city of good.
Speaking of city of guns,
Oh, nice.
Fury Road,
Like I've seen.
Oh man, that looks sleek.
super sleek.
Looking so clean.
Did you ever read Tokyo Ghost? That's some issue.
No, I have not.
It's cool. It's cool. Japanese cyber tech.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Here's something I don't know if you know it exists.
Back in what year? 2001. There was a Marvel Knights Fantastic Four miniseries by Grant Morrison and Jay Lee.
From a necromancer.
I don't know if you've heard of this. Fantastic 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, I have some issues.
Yeah, there's only 4.
Yeah, I have some. I don't know what.
Necromancer.
So like, yeah. It'd be
There's a lot.
weird.
There's a lot of weird Fantastic Four minis out there.
Oh yeah, this is one of the. This is amazing. This is again a comic book series I've had forever and it's stuck with me.
I was able to pick up these Southern Bastards.
Nice.
Issue 4.
I've been meaning to read that.
Issue 10. I got 2 issue 10s. I got 3 issue 10s. Issue 3.
Awesome. Yeah, here's the thing I've had for a while. I'm dusting it off because Goon's coming back.
So I have
This is Chinatown and the Mystery of Mr. Wicker, The Goons. It's an original hardcover, like OGN. It only exists in this form and this form alone. This beautiful form. And I love it. It's a good. It's a serious Goon story. It is not funny, really. Like he takes it grim with this. Goon's usually hilarious, and what makes this such a nice thing is take a look. Take a look at this.
What? That's
awesome. Yeah, it's just a clean red with
very, very nice.
characters on it. And yeah, no, it's a great read.
Very nicely done.
Yeah.
Dusting it off.
I think there's a dead silverfish on it.
I'm being fancy with the books.
Oh, there's a dead silverfish on
Oh,
it.
you're in the big
Oh, it's the opposite of that.
I'll have this at level 3.
It's
All
the
right.
opposite of
I got
it.
Alright, wait, no, don't worry. Check out this cover.
You're gonna have
Nice. We are being fancy, aren't we?
Like everyone's gonna have base armor.
Um,
and all that.
fighting a
You're gonna get
bear?
+1.
Zoro?
Yeah, Zoro fighting a bear. Who's right on that?
Holy symbol.
That's insane. That's insanity.
Look at this though. Some fucking.
In this world.
Oh, he's just stomping some dude with his horse.
There's some hog over here. What's going on in
Yeah, I
Zoro
don't know,
comics, guys?
That
Can you
needs to be
tell me?
read. Nah,
What's
that's
going on?
insane.
You guys play Munchkin?
That's a great thing to over here. Oh, Munchkin, awesome.
No, bro, I'm
I've
being
never read
serious.
Yeah, no. I thought somebody else was saying it because I was looking away. No, I've never read Munchkin.
I played Munchkin. I have Marvel
There's
Munchkin.
something else that
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted
I
to-
have no idea.
I have Marvel Munchkin. I have the X-Men expansion. I got the Deadpool expansion.
All right. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I didn't know it was a thing.
I have a shield, and I also have.
Lobotomy.
If I'm
I
holding
don't know.
low,
Some people like
I
this.
can't cast
I read
right?
the. I have the first issue or two. I like it. Peter Milligan. That's the guy who wrote. I just brought him up. That's the guy who wrote Five Ronin.
Lone Wolf Club. What? He wrote Five Ronin?
Yeah, the guy who wrote Kid Lobotomy.
Oh, small world. Here we go. We have comic circles going on.
Oh yeah.
There's
No, that's the thing I did because there's gonna be.
I love writers more than anything, and I try to stick to the same writers so I don't spend too much money.
Hickman.
East of West by the Hickman. God bless. He's one of the best, but damn him sometimes.
We got a little D&D sesh going on to my right.
Awesome.
So gotta pull out the Pathfinder. This is not D&D. This is Pathfinder, but same thing.
Oh, yeah. Next thing I'm going to pop out, these are things I was given because somebody was cleaning out their collection. And instead of doing the same thing, cleaning out my collection, I just grabbed more shit. So I'll run through some of the free acquisitions I got lately because that's always nice. I got Hell and Back, a Frank Miller Sin City volume. I got a few Sin City things in here. Big Fat Kill as well.
Nice.
Oh, it's a Frank Miller marathon where everybody sounds like this. It's cheap.
I'll be Elijah Wood. Not saying anything.
Yeah, cheap women and stinky cigars, and loose. No, that's what it is. Cheap women and loose cigars. Frank Miller. I can't help but love Frank Miller.
Would you think they would ever do a crossover Sin City 300?
Frank Miller at this point, yeah, I think he might. I think he might do that. Also got Spider-Man Blue.
That was a totally serious question, by the way.
No, and that was a totally serious answer.
I think Cersei's right. He would come back from the dead. There'd be like a Lazarus pit. I don't know, right?
Mark would punch him in the face.
One-handed or two-handed?
There'd be religions going on. You know, Frank Miller would make this deep. This is going to be a deep crossover. I'm going to pitch it to him.
What it is Marv and Clive Owen's character are going to have to team up and go to where all that shit took place and dig up like the tomb of Cersei's.
To ancient Greece, like
ancient Greece, they're gonna have to fight Cersei, like the ghost of Cersei's, and they're gonna unwittingly release Cersei's again, and yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, we are instead, dude. It's already done.
I got Batman Hush, Volume 1.
You have a long sword and shields.
And Volume 2 down there.
That is some pivotal Batman stories.
Yeah,
if you haven't read Batman Hush, just buy it. Like,
Did
what?
you just make up all these?
Yeah, no, I haven't read it. I read it a long time ago, but I haven't.
And yeah, it was just, again, this is a good free haul. I'm pretty happy with all of this.
Batman Hush.
Awesome. How many volumes is it?
One, right?
Well, it's in 2 little volumes here.
You probably have, like, it's split. So it's like 12 issues. So you probably have 1 through 6, and then, like, 1 through 5, and then, like, 6 through 12.
Ooh, let's hope.
Oh, I think it's in the back.
Oh, yeah. It should be.
Yeah.
I have these weird.
What do you think?
Oh, it's the final, yeah, 1 and 2.
I have these like weird but like super cool. I've never heard of this company. I believe it's a Chinese.
He knows he can't talk about because it's so.
It's
Japanese.
Jade Man
And
Comics.
he's a Genasi. He's so.
What was that?
Jade Man Comics.
Yeah.
I picked these up at a Tate sale, I believe.
In the natural.
Buddha's Palm. The Force of Buddha's Palm.
Oh,
this is
nice.
super cool. Like.
Right. Nobody can talk about it, right? It might
The 1989. 1989, but like
which makes it even
Until
more
he
weird.
brings up that fucking board game.
Anime. I'm a little weebo.
No, that's some clean.
What the fuck is that?
That's cool right there, you know. We got some Buddha palm action.
Yeah, Buddha palm full force. I like the coloring a lot too.
I thought Buddha was supposed to be peaceful. You got this looks like the main character
Not his
Oh.
palm.
holding back.
Okay, it doesn't do anything to help you defeat monsters.
So-
They just look like blank
The
feet.
thing we got is
And then they all turn into like lizards.
oh wow.
Wonderful.
Yeah, man. Jade Man Comics. We got Drunken Fist.
The board is blank.
Well, that's awesome.
Hold it, put the
This is cool mushroom right here.
Yeah, it gets-
Yeah, that is neat. It's just super imprinted. Like, oh yeah, this is important.
Well, it's called
Okay, that's the wondrous item that
The
you're getting.
blood sword.
Is that what? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
because he has a decanter of.
That feels like some old '80s sword and sorcery shit. That's awesome.
That makes it so that he can.
Jade Man Comics. If you guys know about this, let me know.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life. It's interesting.
Yeah.
That seems interesting as hell.
Magic Gathering.
Nice.
They're making a movie.
Got Grant Morrison. I got a Grant Morrison, the Black Glove graphic novel in that free pile as well.
I know it's in there because
Nice collection. Got Earth One Superman. I got a very beat up, but happy to have it. Edition of Kingdom Come
those are priests, right?
by Mark Waid and Alex Ross
Okay.
from back when. You know, this is one of the most important ones, I guess, ever.
No, I was going with the priest, but just.
So yeah, and just look at that Alex Ross art. Just
Kingdom Come, man.
mm.
Alex Ross.
Yeah. Mark Waid, a baby Mark Waid.
And that's a
Yeah.
big old book.
Yeah.
Big old book.
Then we got Tomb of Dracula by Marv Wolfman and Jean Cologne. And that's beautiful. Yeah. And like just the Jean Cologne art, so beautiful. Just any old thing.
So, can you show the cover off again?
Yeah. There we go. Look,
I don't
yeah.
know, man. Maybe that looks kind of.
Keeping track of
Yeah.
those and stuff.
That looks. I know it happened
I like it,
before,
I like
but
it.
it kind of reminds me of the Strain almost. How their tongues stick
Oh
out.
yeah. Oh yeah. He does have gross strained tongue.
Yeah.
He is like a strained tongued vampire.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I don't know. Maybe if they used it as inspiration or something.
Maybe, but yeah, maybe all Draculas just had long tongues and nobody talked about it.
And nobody talked about it. Nobody liked to bring it up. Not even Dracula, you know.
No, not even Dracula or all the other Draculas.
Yeah.
I like calling vampires Draculas because you got it.
They're all different, dude.
Yeah, I know, but they're all Draculas. Here's Ghost Rider Trail of Tears by Garth Ennis. This was a weird miniseries that Ennis did about a cowboy Ghost Rider.
Cowboy Ghost Rider riding on the horse.
Like the art's very strange and like it's that experimental.
Flaming.
So,
Can you show me?
Yeah, it's like that experimental kind of painted digital art that they love doing in the mid 2000s.
But it's not on fire. Does it go on fire? Does the horse go on fire?
No, the horse has like little.
I guess I'm gonna have to read it to find out.
Yeah, I don't think it does. And if it does, Garth Ennis is holding off on it. He's not gonna blow his whole wad on the flaming horse.
You guys remember Reborn?
really?
Yeah. Reborn? What was that again?
Reborn?
It's one of the.
Some of these issues spiked in the past, but I don't remember which
Yeah.
issue numbers it was. But I have a couple.
Yeah, I gave up on Mark Millar after a period of time.
Issue number 2. This is variants.
Yeah. I gave up on Mark Millar a long time ago. I won't be fooled again.
What was the last straw? What was the turning point?
Well, there was a few things like none of his series that I was buying and reading to ever ended good. They always ended bad, like Nemesis. I don't know if you ever read that.
15.
No.
You never read Nemesis? That was like
I'm reading the Magic Order.
Again, I haven't picked up anything of his for like years. Like Nemesis, Kick-Ass 2, when it was coming out.
I don't read Kick-Ass, though.
I didn't read it either, but it was coming out as I was buying comics. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll read it. I like Mark Millar. He's fine. He's not. Like, sometimes
I know people hate on John Romita Jr., but he's my man.
I like
John Romita Jr. I love it.
Me too. I love JR Jr. too, even with the smooshed faces. Oh, you know what I can't wait for? The Superman Year One by Frank Miller and
John Romita Jr.
Yeah, and JR Jr.
Yep. I need to go tell my local comic book shop to put it in my list.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the same thing, just cause.
We got some Ninja Turtles action, summer special. I have some early Ninja Turtle stuff, but not a lot of it, so I shouldn't even try.
This is also in the free pile. Major Bummer, Super Slacktacular by John Arcudi and Doug Mankey, the creative team behind The Mask and many things. And take a look at the size of this meaty thing. And it's the entire series, and it's a crazy like 90s like parody of things almost. Just because take a look at the way this art looks and shit.
So you want
like
you add +1 to
let me try to get to some action.
15.
Matty D.
Yeah.
Your feet, and then you get
It's that very cartoony.
Can't follow me.
Oh yeah, and Doug Mankey has done a lot of art for like Green Lanterns and big things. Like, yeah, take a look at this. Feels like 90s as shit action style. Like,
Can I put 2 points?
What is that?
I'm not even
sure. I want that.
Let
me see. How can I phrase this?
Right on that cap.
So I want that to happen, and then like destroy my jump. Like I want that to like, or maybe not as brutal. Okay, well let's reverse that. I'll have that creature come and destroy.
Okay, well, I should write down GOT somewhere.
We'll think about it. I'll think about it. But
Yeah.
that is a dope creature.
Yeah, riding that cat like it's as cool as it gets.
No, I want both. I want the combo. I was gonna say I want that as a statue, but
Yeah, that would be a good statue. And the last thing in the free pile that I got to explore is Joe the Barbarian by Grant Morrison and Sean Murphy. Like, this thing's beautiful. Like, it's about a kid who's having some kind of a, I think so. He's having a seizure, but he goes in imagination land. It's weird. It's a crazy thing. And like, yeah, take a look at this art, man. This is something you need to read. Definitely. I think you'd love this.
nice.
Like, it's one of the,
What's the name of it?
Joe the Barbarian.
I'll tell you later.
It's crazy.
About 13-year-old kid. Huh?
There was like a robot. There was like a mech.
There's a mech. There's Batman, Indiana Jones. It's like inside of a kid's
I have to tell
like
you.
fevered imagination.
Hands.
Huh? What was that? I think you froze on me.
Got some
There we go.
got some Ninja Turtles. I think this is number 2. I don't know what this is.
He rolled a 1 and then he re-rolled.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'm not big on turtles. I went away for a second there.
Yeah, bro, you left me. I was so scared.
Yeah, no, you were saying something, and then I couldn't hear you, and then you didn't move. Thought you're doing some kind of mind trick, mind games.
They were like 1s or 2s.
Unfortunately, the other Chris.
Is Javi still? I don't know. And now, this is kind of the last thing I have to display that I pulled out.
Some Iron Giant action right here.
But since he didn't, he has 2 pretty
Here's the last thing. This is one of something I'm really happy to own. It's one of my favorite things. It's like Oprah. It's one of our favorite things. This is what the Oprah Boys Book Club is all about. Sharing books with the boys. Talk about books with the boys. Boys talking books with the boys.
Oh.
The Animal Man Omnibus. It's the entire run of Grant Morrison. And
I
yeah.
think it's sexy, man.
Oh yeah, it was a gift. It definitely was an awesome gift. But it was a gift.
Wow.
And it's beautiful. It's an amazing read. Like Grant Morrison is definitely one of the best writers who have ever lived. Like Garth Ennis is the best, and then the fight, and Grant Morrison's definitely in that fight.
Well, this is definitely not as cool as that. I feel bad. Well, now I shouldn't feel bad.
Oh yeah, it was my last thing, so you could only school me now.
You guys remember this?
Yeah.
No.
Darker Image, Sam Keith, Jim Lee, Rob Layfield.
Ooh, Rob Layfield.
But Jim Lee, though?
Yeah, Jim Lee's awesome, but did Rob Layfield come in after and make all the feet pointy?
I don't know, but the Max is in here.
Yeah, no, that is cool. I just want to make fun of Rob Layfield and tiny feet.
No, it's definitely, it's not, I don't know.
I just like talking about tiny feet Layfield. Does he have little feet?
Tiny feet Layfield. I have these weird, like,
he was joking, saying
he's got to be so, oh, wait.
The path of redemption.
I don't know what these are.
I believe everyone can be saved. Like
Mars Attacks?
No, this is not Mars. It's just like some weird,
It has
like,
Mars Attacks on it.
it's so totally, if there's like
alright.
indie and like third party comics, this is like fourth party.
All right, yeah, that's yeah.
Kids.
Kids?
I'm not wise. So
Tandy Computer,
What's it?
Alec and Shauna, the computers that said no to drugs.
all right.
What? Oh, that is awesome.
Radio Shack.
It's a Yo, yeah, you got to pass that this way. I got to give that a read. Yeah, I'll give it back. I ain't gonna keep it, but I need to read that. I want to see how it's fooled because it does say Mars Attacks on it.
Got some furry action going on with some weird Mars attacks going on. Oh. Oh.
Oh man. Okay. Guess I brought out two more things. Yes, these are graphic novels that I think everybody should read, so I'm going to bust them out now. All Star Sin by Grant Morrison and Frank Whiteley.
Very nice. Very good.
Definitely one of the best things. It's the thing that made me realize Superman's pretty good. Because, you know, when you get into comics through different ways and, like, reading things like Punisher, you're like, Superman sucks. He's so strong. Why does it care? The Green Rock makes him sick. Why do I give a shit? Fuck Superman. And, you know, you have that attitude.
Yeah.
And I read that, and I'm like, oh, man, he's actually pretty awesome, and it works out. It kind of turned me around. It made me do a 180 on Superman.
Everything skills.
Yeah, I guess that's, I mean, I could definitely keep going. But,
Oh, yeah. And
you know, we can go for it. Yeah.
Rover Red Charlie by Garth Ennis and Michael Discapali.
Sweet.
It's like a Homeward Bound thing of three dogs hanging out, talking to each other during the apocalypse, where all the humans are going nuts, and they're out for survival.
Is he good at lying?
And it made me cry.
A good dog story.
That made me fucking cry. Garth Ennis, again, the man, my favorite person in comics. Now show us something cool to take us out, Javi. Because I believe we've showed you enough as to who we are and as to what we like.
I'll show you guys.
Oh, I just saw Multiversity.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna pull it out.
Speaking of Grant Morrison.
Speaking of some Grant Morrison goodness.
Yeah.
Diversity.
Same thing that I want to reread again.
This is, every time I find this in the wild, I buy it. I have 2 issues currently. But this
you never know when the universe is going to split. And you're going to need
such a cool book. And you have the baby universe, and you have Dr. Silva's from the Shazam family showing up doing their thing. You have this Batman, and his thing is like he always says fracking. He's like, oh frack, you know, which is. Then you have Kamandi, like the Kamandi storyline going on.
That's right. And let's not forget, Grant Morrison is like a strong magician, so he may like end up breaking the world, and that guidebook might be the most important thing for everybody. So buy all the copies you see, guys. You may need it.
Oh, okay. I'll close off the show with this.
All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us on this integral journey.
Inaugural episode of Oprah Boys Book Club. Welcome back, Frank the Punisher. Look out for it in the future. Mr. D-Heid, you got your videos. Go watch them.
I'm going to try to keep it up.
You got Swamp Thing. This is a reprint. This is not the first. This is 33.
Whose ship's
but
passage again? Is that my
Yes.
Abby Arcane, looking all mysterious.
even having this, my collection, you know,
Yeah. Looks so awesome.
And your party.
something as pivotal as this, you know, you find it, you buy it, it sits there, and then you start digging again. You kind of have like your own mini con, and then you find you come across this goodness.
Yeah, no, so I love Swamp Thing creeping in the window like some kind of creepy Swamp Thing.
And the show is really good, so.
I only saw the first episode. I couldn't get into it. I'll give it a shot. I meant to continue watching.
Yeah,
like,
check
it's
it
funny.
out.
The thing I liked the most was the actor. Yeah, the thing I liked the most was the actor who played Alec Holland, but I know what's going to happen to him. So it was like, oh, man.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
You already know it's going to happen.
Yeah. And he turned into Swamp Thing already by the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
Which,
Thank you, guys.
That's what's supposed to. Thank you, fellas and ladies.
Have a great night. Thank you
Have
for
a
watching
good
the
one.
Conquistadork channel. I am Conquistadorkjavi.
We should,
Peace out.
give me advantage on our
25
health is my.
On what?